These days I spend more time setting up my hair than working out.
So guys, I'm ready. The mat is ready. So let's work out. This is my third partner. The first one is my mobile and the second is the iWatch. So let's set it up. Okay, it's on. Let's go.
I put some wallpapers and posters around my room. It does give you some good vibes, and this has been waiting for a real long time to take off. I really hate this part, setting up the camera. So much of time is wasted, and sometimes it, breaks the rhythm. Hopefully it's set now. Let's go. So I started with these these workouts are really good for shoulders and to even strengthen your core. I have a really weak shoulder and bad flexibility, so I do this. This is what I meant when you have to change the camera angles each time. This is the second workout and it's burpees, and it really works out the entire body. These are Supermans and they work out your lower back. And finally, push-ups. If you see, there is a slight variation in this push-up. Once the chest touches the ground, I lift my palms up. What it does is it gives off the complete momentum, so it's a lot more difficult to do the reps. Since I'm working on my handstands, so these are some supportive exercises. So these really help to strengthen the core and the shoulder muscles. Oof, that's it guys, I'm done for the day. Let's go eat something. The first thing I do after my workout is to take a scoop of whey protein, and it's so simple. You just put a scoop of whey in your shaker, pour some water in it, shake it and drink it. So it's as simple as that, and does help you recover after 1.5 hours of workouts. So that's one thing I generally follow. If you see, it's only around 50 grams of protein that I take from whey protein. The rest of my protein requirements come from my food. So 50 is kind of 15-20% of my protein requirement every day. That's through whey protein. But maximum of my protein requirement is all from food. It's not really necessary that you should take whey protein. It's just because I cannot eat that much of food to get the amount of protein I need per day. So I use it as a supplement to cover my protein requirements. Otherwise I don't really see why there's a need to even have a whey protein if you can get all your protein from your food. I get chicken every week and store it in the freezer in boxes of 400 grams, and then I take it out every day and cook it. See, chicken is a very good source of protein, especially the breast pieces of chicken. They have very less carbohydrates, fats compared to protein. So I generally eat boneless chicken around 200 grams per meal. That is for lunch, and then 200 grams in dinner. So that is sufficient enough to give in the protein requirements that I need per day. It's very easy to prepare. All you have to do is clean up the chicken, cut it into small pieces, and you know put put in some vegetables and spices, mix it up, and put it in the oven, and it's ready to go. I have no favorites when it comes to vegetables, so I just eat what is there in the freezer. But mostly, if you see, it's cabbage, cauliflower, capsicum, carrot. These are uh, constant vegetables that I consume. The pumpkin that you see, I bought it 2 weeks back and I'm still consuming it. That was the size of the pumpkin that I bought. And then I put in some garlic, so it brings flavor to it. So the first thing I do is I measure all my food that I'm eating, so that I know the calorie intake that I'm consuming. So let it be veggies or chicken or spices, I weigh everything. So it's like mostly vegetables are like 100 grams each. So it's cabbage, it'll be 100 grams cabbage. So the pumpkin would be like 100 or 150 grams. So it all depends on what vegetables are there. So then I put it on the chopping board and cut them into pieces. The best part of cooking is you get to use a knife. So I really love doing that, and it's kind of relaxing. So I enjoy it. Looking at the way I'm cooking, guys, you guys must have understood that I am really not worried about the way the food looks, as long as it is edible and kind of tasty to eat. I started cooking myself. What I realized was the vegetables that I used to take. I used to do a bit of research or googling to see what nutrients they contain. So in one way, it was really helpful that I understood the foods that I eat, what nutrition they had and how it had an impact on the body and stuff. So then I started selecting vegetables accordingly. So that's one thing really helpful. When you cook by yourself, you tend to learn quite a lot of things. Okay, now put everything into a bowl, and we have to drop in some spices for taste, and then it's ready to go. I'm always confused, guys, when it comes to salt. That's why I'm taking so much of time to decide how much salt goes in. It's all about the taste. That's peri peri powder, and trust me, it's really tasty. So I drop in like 5 grams of peri peri and add in some ghee to it, around a tablespoon of ghee. And so ghee covers up my fat requirements for the day, and also it brings out some flavors in the food. So let's lock it and put it back in its place. So what is left to do is, yeah, we forgot. So let's drop in the garlic. It's totally raw, guys. I Just crush it with my palms and then drop it into the vessel. That's it. No cleaning. It really tastes once it's cooked, especially once you take it out of the oven, it becomes really crispy, so it's quite tasty. So that's how it looks before completely marinating it. So I use my hands, so I mix it up well so that all the ingredients get mixed up properly and then they all taste good.
Yum.
Put the oven on preheat, so let's check if it's got heated. So desi style, yes, it's pretty hot. So now it's ready to go, so we can put in all those ingredients that we just mixed up into the oven and leave it there for it to cook.
Like if you were a restaurant owner, and if you will be doing bodybuilding, all the bodybuilders will come to your restaurant. What? It's lying.
Yeah.
Just true. 4 to 10, 4 to 10, and It's nice?
Yummy. और इसमें डैडी ने बनाया तो यम्मी रहेगा ही ना.
Okay, come on.
Correct.
So all set and put in and set the timer for 40 minutes and let it cook.
There is a little pizza there.
Tanisha, how was my previous video? You like it?
How's it?
You have to stop putting the camera in the restaurant.
Say like it and subscribe to it. So let's check on the chicken, and it seems to be almost cooked. The fats all leaving the chicken means it is ready and to be taken out. Let's check it out. Don't forget to wear a gloves if you're using oven. It's pretty hot. I've burned my hands a couple of times, so be very careful. Look at that red hot rod on top. That's the culprit. So let's take it out and put it on the plate and eat it. I love to use my hands to put it on the plate, but it's very hot, so I don't want to burn my hand before eating. So put everything on the plate, set it up nicely, and what else is left? Yeah, take a nice video of it. And along with it, I take rice, so that's half a cup measurement. So I don't weigh rice, I measure it using a cup. So half a cup of rice for my carbohydrate requirements. I just take plain white rice. There is nothing specially you need to eat brown rice. White rice is good, along with that homemade dal. So these cover up my carbohydrate requirements. Chicken gives the protein and ghee gives me the fat requirements. So that's it, guys. This is my post-workout meal most of the days. This is how my plate at dinner looks like. So hope you enjoyed it.